look the devil square in his face. Been a brother, a rebel, been scared and been brave. I do all I can to try and get home, but I can't make a promise on what I don't know.
Hey, good morning everybody. Well, it's morning for me, Sunday morning. We finally got a nice sunny day after another couple days of rain. Just kind of bums you out because everything gets dried out, and then you get a day or two of hard rain and it's like you're starting all over again. So it's been kind of hard to get anything done, but we've been managing to get a couple things done here on the homestead. Some of you may have seen we got our chicken coop in. We also managed to get a little garden in. That was totally unplanned. It just kind of happened. Brenda was talking about putting some plants in pots and whatnot, and I thought, well, we're going to be up here for the summer. Maybe we should just see if we can put it in something right here. It's really gravelly, but things seem to grow, so Brenda got a garden planted, and we'll see what grows. So yesterday, while it was raining, we decided to do chores yesterday and run some errands, and ended up picking up some stuff for the garden. So I'm going to go grab that out of the back of the Kia and try to get that, we'll bring that up the hill anyway. And our big project for today is going to be to see if we can't level out an area for the camper. That'll be one of our next big coming projects once things dry out. It's as you can see, it was pretty much dried out 2 days ago, and everything was looking pretty good. And just like it seems like all month long, we get 4 or 5 days where everything dries out, and then we get a day or two hard rain. And maybe people in the Northeast here have noticed that. I've noticed a weather pattern that seems to be kind of consistent over the last month, where they get some hard rain down south somewhere, and then it comes up the coast and it spins up here for a couple days, and we get dumped on, and just make things a little difficult to do. But we're managing. We're doing quite well considering what we've been dealing with, and I think in the last week or so we deal with the nice days. We get a lot done, and we've got our apple orchard in, or our orchard back here. Got a lot of clearing done, got a perimeter road done. The chicken coop and the chickens, that's working out great. I've had a couple eggs already. Delicious, fresh eggs, nothing like it. Kind of reminds me of when I was a kid before everything changed with food. So yeah, really nice to get stuff done. We're going to take advantage of today, even though it is Sunday. We'll try to get a few things done. It's not looking at any rain any time soon. Oh, you set the park brake here. And I'll turn it off. So yeah, I'm just going to load up some stuff, and we're looking at a few nice days, so I think it's going to dry out finally, and we're going to be able to get some stuff done. I want to be ready to move the RV up the hill as soon as it gets dry enough over here. So we're basically just going to do some leveling up today on the hill and see if we can make a spot for it to get ready for when we are ready to move the RV.
There's a time and a place where you turn and touch my face.
us one delivery made up here. While we were out running errands yesterday, we ran across a decent deal on some plants. Of course, late in the spring, it's been so wet, I think they've been having a hard time selling them. The prices weren't very cheap either, so initially, but they're starting to mark them down, and we got a decent deal, a little bit of a discount on a couple of raspberry plants. So I'm gonna go deliver those over to where Brenda has the blueberry plants planted currently in the new orchard on the other side here. All right, we're finally going out back with the dump truck here, and I'll come back for the excavator. I'm not quite sure how many loads I'm gonna need. I'm hoping maybe no more than half a dozen. I don't know how many I can really carry safely with this truck yet. I've carried a few loads the other day, and one of them made me a little nervous because just as the dump got most of the way up, it stopped, and then it wouldn't come down or go back up, and panicked for a second, thought, well, maybe I blew a fuse or something, but after just waiting a minute, it just started working again and went back up and finished dumping and came back down, and I don't know if I've tried it since. Well, we're gonna find out real quick here. All right, so I'm going to be grabbing some of this dirt here, gravel, whatever you want to call it. It looks like it's been screened down to about 3 inches or so, and it's quite a big pile. As you can see, it's already starting to grow trees on the top of it and whatnot, and I don't want to use all of it down here, just what we're going to need. So I think what I'm going to do is get the excavator up here, clear a little path so I can just drive in around the excavator and park, and then jump out, fill the truck. I don't know, sounds like a plan to me. I've never done anything like this before, but having fun trying to figure it out. Trying to be efficient with the equipment and the tools, and being that mostly I'm doing this alone as far as running the equipment and stuff. Adjust the camera here, which is fine. We have the excavator for a whole month, so, and once we are able to start getting the lower area cleared out, then we'll be able to begin the real reason we got the excavator, which is to fill in the mid area where we're going to hopefully be building at some point. We did get our permit for review, so we're just waiting to hear back on how that is looking right now. We still got a little bit before we can get a part of the application, the septic design, down. We're still waiting for things to dry out. As I mentioned earlier, we've been getting so much rain lately. It's just been hard to get anything started, because if you start something and then it starts just getting wet again, you got to stop everything, let it dry out, and pretty much what we've been doing. But looks like the nicer weather's here, beginning of June, first week of June here. So today's Sunday, coming up on our first week with the rental. Haven't used it for the last couple days, kind of feel bad about that. So, you know, just going to try and push as hard as I can every day, a little bit, get as much as we can done. Things are coming along great here. Got the camera set up, the night light, solar motion sensor. Brenda's got the garden going over here. She's setting up some more pots with some food, more plants. About an easy up over here. Something to get us out of the sun. All right. Well, you might have heard the radio there.
after where all I've been. I chose this life and I choose it again. Father, forgive me for all of these sins. We pray to heaven and we fight like hell. There ain't no one to save us but God and ourselves. Till they call me on back or they bid me farewell, I'll keep praying to heaven and fighting like hell. God, if you see me, I'm down to a breath, but they had to be me until I've got nothing left. Yeah, and I've seen enough evil to test all my faith, been held to the fire and walked in the flames. Call me a sinner or call me a saint, but I'm all out of mercy and all out of grace. We pray to heaven and we fight like hell. There ain't no one to save us but God and ourselves. Till they call me on back or they bid me farewell, I'll keep praying to heaven and fighting like hell. Till they call me on back or they bid me farewell, I'll keep praying to heaven and fighting like hell. I'll keep praying to heaven and fighting like hell. I'll keep praying to heaven and fighting like hell.